All right, Suzanne, this is your beginning of your second MLT treatment. Um, how did you feel after the first treatment to now?
Oh, euphorically blissful. Blissful and euphoric.
How did you sleep last night?
I didn't sleep. I was up until, well, I couldn't fall asleep until about 5:30. I was so energetic. And so clear-headed, very clear-headed, just felt blissful, no pain, pain-free. And it was such a great feeling, I didn't want to go to sleep because I was afraid I'd wake up and have more pain. And my body was just so energized, very stimulated.
And how do you feel today?
Good, great. I feel in control. Can I shut the doors? Can we edit? Sorry.
Yeah, it can be edited.
On a pain level from 1 to 10, how much pain are you in right now?
I have a little tenderness from the body work, and I feel it's kind of floating around, but I can feel that I'm bringing it on. I can feel the onset, and then I know to start breathing, to realign my body. I'm aware that I can control the clenching. You know, I can feel the clenching and the closing in, and that I can reverse it.
Did you do some of the exercises?
I did. So I just tried to be conscious and breathe and realign my body, prioritize the day, and I can keep myself feeling as good as I felt last night. I really feel like I'm in the driver's seat for once.
I think this disease so much of it is the emotional effect that pain has on people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you're recovering from the emotional distress of pain?
I did not realize. You think this is normal. You think everyone lives like this. You don't realize that this isn't how people live. Because people don't acknowledge that it's a real problem medically. They don't help you. All they do is punish you if you need more drugs. You're punished for needing the drugs, but no one ever gives you the tools or explains to you why it's happening.
How about your level of hope?
Oh, completely hopeful. Completely hopeful. 100% hopeful.
I remember...
I think it's amazing. It's the biggest gift. I feel like I can completely eliminate the pain.
But you can control it now?
Yes, because I can feel when I get upset, I stop breathing, I'm clenching, I'm doing it to myself.
And you mentioned it affected your desire for certain foods.
Yeah, I always crave sugar, and last night, no sugar cravings, and that's a first. My virus makes me crave sugar, and did not want it. It was actually repelled against it.
Now you're one of these people that doesn't want to be on pain medication.
No, no.
And you said in the last year or so the pain's gotten where you needed.
Yes, because I have so much stress at home with sick parents, never knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, and everyone kept telling me, take care of yourself, but I never knew how do you take care of yourself, and you've given me the tools.
Did you take any pain medicine today?
I took one just from the pressure.
Yeah. And it's not that your life has become suddenly no stress.
No, no.
It's you still have.
I feel like I've been let out of the cage of pain. There's just no more pain, and I feel what I do to myself to bring it on. That it's self-induced.
Any unusual sensations that you've had today?
There's been like tingling floating around me, like the pain was starting to come, like it's coming, but it didn't settle in. It was kind of coming around me.
Some people that we speak to have described something like the nerves are waking back up.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there was like a tingling around, so maybe it wasn't pain. It was like a sensation around.
They say that a lot. They say that you ask them, what does it feel like? And they say, I don't know, it just feels tingling. And you say, is it bad or good? And they say, it's good, but it's still different. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not pain.
And it wasn't touching me, it was around.
Right.
It wasn't touching. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a sensation. I was afraid it was coming back.
One of the things you mentioned was you couldn't be touched. Nobody could.
Yeah, still
a little nervous.
Yeah, not there yet.
Okay, that will come.
But you know, my head was clear. My head is usually never clear. My head was clear. Everything was just
Any headaches?
happy. I have a big headache today.
You do?
Yeah, not big, but I woke up with a headache, which was interesting.
Okay.
I think it was from opening everything and releasing it.
Good deal. I think.
And also, the one thing with me is when you have a disease and there's a big shift in your immune system, most people run a very high fever. Are you familiar with this?
Yes.
Usually when you get a serious disease, the week you get it, you run a very high fever, and then when they do a treatment and there's a shift for better or for worse, and I stopped sleeping, so that might have been what was going on last night.
Did you get any sleep at 5:30?
Yeah, I slept until 1, so I got a good amount of sleep. Oh yeah, I slept. I passed out.
Nice.
Excellent. I wanted to make sure that you got
No, I
some
have to sleep. Yeah, so for me, when my immune system shifts, I don't sleep. So whether it's positive or negative.
Your body reacts differently because of your virus than anybody else.
Oh, really?
So, what can you tell us about the reaction that you're having?
I'm just happy. Very, very happy. I feel free. I
Fantastic.
feel like unstoppable.
I'd
You know what?
love-
I always knew there had to be help out there. I think there's always help out there. And it's never going to be, you just don't know what form it's going to come in. And it's usually not an institution, or it's not going to be something right in front of you. It's not going to be obvious, but I always think there's help. And it's somewhere in the world, and you have to find it. And the more people you meet, they might lead you to that. And I think you guys changed my life.
Thank you. And you're also
Very happy. I'm blissful.
You described that you had, as a very spiritual person that you are, you were able to sense things
Right.
before.
Right. I would
But the
hear,
pain has blocked it.
yeah, I would hear messages from strangers, but close relatives of acquaintances who passed away. Or I'll know when something's about to happen.
I would
You know,
love-
premonitions, or just people who have passed will give me messages to give to people. And that stopped when I became sick.
So I would think our next thing to bring back would be,
The dead people visiting me.
well,
Do you want that?
No, no.
well, but your incredible sensitivity to the world without being sensitive in a painful way, being sensitive in a good way.
Yeah, and I learned that I soak it up. The pain that I read about in the world, I soak up like a sponge.
Yeah.
And it takes its toll.
Yeah, I recommend staying away from the news on any level. Really, just stay away from it. It just
Yeah.
causes so much stress. I stopped watching it 8 years ago and I've never come back to it.
Yeah, I don't have a TV. I don't
Right.
watch TV. I don't watch anything violent. It's just too much. I don't read it. I don't want to see it. I mean, the obvious things, I do what I can, but
Yeah.
Well done. Well, I tell you what, welcome to your second treatment. I'm going
Thank
to turn
you.
you over to Arik.
All right.
Can you stop it?